Alright, what's going on, everybody? I am having a beer that I just had recently, and this one's called Castling, and this is the Withered Souls Brewing, and it was the Schwarzbier that I had somewhat recently, 4.9, out of San Antonio, Texas. So I already showed this one. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I wanted something kind of malty and sweet and not real heavy because, we'll get into it. Anyways, today we're using some Barrister Mann's The Full Measure of Man. So far, this is the best scent of 2021. This fucking shit is nice. I mean, this is like bold banging, masculine to the max. This is a good one. It's dark. It's funky. It has that really like dark cured tobacco, aged tobacco. That has a bit of earthiness, and then that mousse de sax, that characteristic mousse de sax that Barrister Mann uses. It pushes this over the top into some other league. I fucking love this scent. I got it loaded and lathered into my Lancaster bowl here. Fucking staple of my daily shaves, my Lancaster Razorworks gear. And then this here is my Druida brush, which is a nice textured wood that Jack from the virtual groom room gifted to me, and he had a turn and shave V3 knot put on top, badger knot. So that is what we're going to be using today. Let's go ahead and wet the face. I'm I'm wearing my glasses today, and I'll get into what the hell's going on. But I today at work, well, I guess I should say, last night, as per most Wednesdays, I went to my my favorite local brewery, and they open for the first day of the week that they're open is Wednesday, and so a lot of me and the other guys will go on Wednesday and enjoy a few pints there on their opening day. And I went down there, I had a few last night, and I didn't like tie one on or anything, just the normal, just a few. And then I woke up this morning and I had a little headache, but it was nothing major. I went to work, and the first half of the day was fine. You know, I borrowed some ibuprofen that a coworker of mine let me use because I didn't have any to leave at work. And that really didn't do shit, as I suspected it wouldn't. But it was worth a try. But anyways, I went and had lunch. When I came back from lunch, I had a whole different experience. My nose started to run, my headache started increasing, and after I started blowing my nose a number of times, my throat started to get scratchy. And I was just like, son of a bitch, man. As much as I was trying to ignore it, I was like, man, am I getting sick? And when things really got to like a peak was towards the end of my shift, so I was like, I'm just going to ride it out. And then, depending on how I feel overnight and tomorrow morning, maybe I'll just call in. And I gave my coworkers a heads up right then and there. I was like, hey, if I start, really feeling like shit, I'm not gonna come in. Just letting you guys know now. And they, they understood. They gave me a little shit for it, but they understand. They're like, oh, you're just trying to get a 3-day weekend. And I was like, well, if it works out like that, then, I'll take it. But anyhow, so when I got home from work, I showered and hit the bed, and I got about a 2-hour nap. And so I took my contacts off and all that, and that's why I'm wearing my glasses. And I'm going to be using the Charcoal Goods, maybe see it in there, Charcoal Goods with the Alpha Outlaw handle. And this is the level 2 head with a perma-sharp with like 4 or 5 shaves on it now. So let's get into this. I'm going to take these off for just a moment and lean in close here. We'll kind of just get both sides out of the way. It might not be perfect, but we'll just get it started and then I'll clean it up. I am actually quite blind. And I don't mean that like in an offensive way. I'm like, my vision without my glasses is pretty bad. And these glasses are a really old prescription, to be honest. I think I've had these since high school. And so the prescription is outdated. But since I wear contacts from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I've never really felt super compelled to get a new set of glasses. I've talked about it a few times, but I never followed through with it. So, I mean, if you take a good look at these glasses in person, they are definitely beat up. They have been through some shit. Anyhow, so that's why I'm wearing the glasses. That's why I'm trying to have an easy drinking beer. I feel a lot better after my nap. I have just a little bit of congestion, but my nose isn't running. I feel a little bit groggy, but I don't have any headache pain. And so hopefully, whatever the hell hit me has passed. Whether maybe it was like a touch of food poisoning or something, I don't know. But hopefully whatever it was has passed, hopefully. And that first pass was fucking beautiful. I'll tell you what. That is one sexy looking lather. It's bold. It's banging. I love this scent. Like I said, this isn't gonna dethrone Vespers, but it definitely gives it a run for its money. And I'll tell you what else. I know a lot of people are super sprung on the soft heart base, and I really am too, but this fucking Excelsior base is really fucking good. Like, that is a sexy lather that I whipped up. It's slick as fuck. It almost it gives me a platform to use, any fucking razor. It's slick, it's dense, it's luxurious. People have problems with Excelsior. I don't fucking get it. I know some people that have tried Excelsior and they just thought it wasn't that good. I know some people who, don't think it, holds a candle to Soft Heart. I have no problems with Excelsior. I think it's a great base, considering it's the same exact ingredients. Look at that. Dense, creamy, luxurious. It's the same ingredients as Soft Heart. So if you're one of the ones that likes Soft Heart but doesn't like Excelsior, I'm a bit perplexed. Like, I know they're different ratios, and the resulting product is different. But they're not that different. They're more alike than they are different. I'll tell you that much. That is a nice fucking leather. And I'm getting a little laugh out of dodging my glasses too. Get that skin food nice and worked into the cheek there. Might as well. But yeah, just a shit ton of lather. Might as well put it to use. It's just a fucking beautiful scent. When they release the EDP or EDT inevitably at some point, I'm gonna be all over that shit. Sorry if you can hear the sound of the Peloton instructor. The wife is taking a little spin right now on the Peloton. I have the door shut, but we don't have a very big house. And so you might be able to still hear it just a little bit through the walls. This charcoal goods level 2 made it on my magnificent, what did I do, 9 video. If you haven't seen that, that was a tag video started by IMCDB. And this one was basically like 9 DE razors you would use for life. And the good old charcoal goods level 2 made that list under the category of the sentimental choice. And that was because this one was actually made and produced in my home state of Washington State in the US. And kind of more unique and special than that was that it was actually made in the city that I currently live in and was born and raised, which is Yakima, Washington. Hop capital of the world. World. And so I actually bought this right before he picked up shop and moved to a different state. But it's sentimental because this one was made right here in my home city. And it was a product of Yakima, Washington when I bought it. So that's why it's sentimental to me. And it honestly could have fit a lot of different categories because performance-wise, it's one of my favorite razors to shave with. It's a fantastic razor. The total package doesn't really compete with the carve because I feel like the shave is really good and competitive, but the aesthetics of the card, for me, beat out the aesthetics of the the charcoal goods. It's a little bit more plain in its head design, and the handles, the charcoal handles, where some other people, you know, chose them for their style razor. I just, out of the majority of the charcoal handles, they weren't really to my liking. And so that's why I have a Alpha Shaving Company handle instead of a charcoal handle on this. Just because I just didn't really like them all that much. The hammered one looks alright. I would be able to live with a stainless hammered charcoal handle. But it's still not like my favorite. This right here, this Alpha Outlaw DE razor handle, or razor handle I should say. It is a handsome, kind of classic design that can go with a lot of different razor heads and still, you know, look appropriate. It's kind of universal in that way. Go ahead and grab one of my various Lancaster towels, staple of my shaves, as I was saying. Get that off of there. Get that off of there. This is the one that I used all that crazy amount of menthol on, because I can still smell it. But that was an absolutely flawless shave. It definitely feels good to have a nice shave, especially when you're feeling a little bit down and out or not 100%. Some people, they, you know, having a shave when they're not feeling good, kind of, you know, it doesn't even cross their mind. It's just kind of automatic, like, well, I'm going to skip the shave. But to me, I enjoy shaving so much, it's like I look for time to shave while I'm feeling down and out. Energy-wise, or if I'm mentally drained. Whether I'm sick or not. Try to find time to squeeze a shave in regardless. Because it kind of gives me a little pick-me-up. Sometimes it turns my mood around. Sometimes it just gives me like a brief, you know, 20 minutes of where I'm not in pain, or, you know, I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed. And we're going to finish with the star of the shave, the aftershave. Barrister Mann, most of you probably know, but they were out of aftershave for a long time because of COVID, and I think the supply chain has got to a level now where they felt comfortable releasing some of their scents. We got a quality industry standard restrictor right there, and this is a clear color, but it does have a little bit of viscosity to it. And I believe this is the Delta's formula. To my knowledge, he hasn't moved past the Delta's formula yet. And that is a-okay with me, because I think the Delta's formula is really fucking good. We'll just get that residual on the forearms there. But thrilled to finally have a matching aftershave product for this. I'm not into scented balms anymore, so I didn't pick up the balm, but I was anxiously waiting for that aftershave splash, and as soon as it came out, I was on that shit. Anyhow, guys, fantastic shave with my favorite scent of 2021 so far. Probably second favorite scent in all of wet shaving, right under Vespers. So, great shit, Barrister Mann, and I'm anxiously awaiting that EDT. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this shave. Pray for me. Hopefully I don't feel like shit tomorrow. Anyways, thank you guys for the support, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.